Hello, my name is Leonardo, and I am going to be presenting the career summit for HIM 237. So, as an introduction to this presentation, I'm going to go over our little purpose of assignment. So, we are here to explore two types of roles in the HIM field, and the two I've chosen was the medical biller and the visionary specialist. We're going to analyze the educational requirements of these fields, as well as their salary ranges, certifications, and their job outlooks. Afterwards, I'm going to be reflecting on those two roles with my own personal strengths and weaknesses, and how I would feel, how best fit I am for which role. We're going to start off with medical biller. So their educational requirements are going to be that you would need, of course, the high school diploma, and you would need to be able to understand CPT codes, as well as like the ICD-10 classification system, so you can like do the codes to be able to enter the codes to make sure each patient's bills are correct. The different certifications you would need for that would be the Coding Associate, the CCA, as well as the CCS and the CSP. Either one would work, but it's a requirement to have the RHIT, which would be the Registered Health Information Technician certification. Any additional skills and experiences they would like you to have previously worked in customer service or like medical billing to be able to know you had that experience. The different salary range for this would be annually, the average range is 54,797, but the non-certified medical billers would earn roughly around 35,000 a year, and the certified ones would annually earn around 41,000. So I would like to say the range is around like 45,000, give or take 273. Online it was kind of hard because it varies depending on your experience and location you're in. But the job outlook is pretty good because it's like 8% job growth for the next 5 years, and it's a much faster than an average growth rate for most occupations. And we're moving on to the visionary specialists. And the requirements are kind of the same. You would need the typical 3 years of HI leadership position in a hospital-based setting, as well as the normal like coding technologies and like related systems. The different certifications you would need is CHIPS, which would be certified in health, public privacy, and security, while CHDA would be the health data analyst. You would also need to know in all the Microsoft softwares, as in Excel, Word, PowerPoint, and SharePoint, as well as knowledge in the federal and state regulations. I'm so sorry. You would also need to have a strong organizational and project management skills, because this is more of a leadership position. The salary range for this would vary between 60,000 to up there to 300,000. And the job projected 70% of the job growth over the next 5 years. So there's that. The growth driven increased demand for compliances. The Here's my personal reflections of this. I believe as a medical biller, I feel like I'm more benefit as a medical biller than a regionatory specialist because I feel like a medical biller is like more to the codes, more more kind of detail oriented. You want to like make sure that the codes are correct and like there's just like multiple things you're doing, which is all the kind of the same, but like it's different depending on each patient. As the regional specialist, you would have to have more of a leadership position, which is more of a weakness for me because I'm not very much a leadership type of person. I would like to try, but like it's just not really much in my character to lead. So I feel like the medical biller is more in my strength and better fit role for me. Moving on to my interviews. For medical biller, I did interview Joni Abe. I interviewed Joni Abe, who is a medical biller at an advanced dietology radiology in Maryland. Um, I talked to her about the daily responsibilities as a medical biller, and she informed me that it's usually just processing claims, maintaining relationships between the physicians and the customers, um, and handling like submission issues such as refunded claim, refused claim, as billing softwares, and to ensure everything is up to date and part of um, knowing all the codes and principles. She gave me advice saying that if I were to be in this field or trying to aim for this field, she said adaptation and lifelong learning are essential to this field because it is an ever-changing field. There is so much components that each year changes slightly, and you would need to adapt easier. With a regional specialist, I interviewed Terry Rice, whom is a um, works at a medical center in Maryland, and her daily responsibilities are usually just maintaining the compliances with healthcare standards and regulations, and to be able to overcome resistance to those who are not really that used to change or like not like they're having a tough time understanding like the new technologies that come out every year and like the new tools that are ever changing, while also trying to improve patient care and efficiency in the healthcare area. So an advice she told me was that and for this position an ongoing education is um, well liked in this field, well recommended, and it is also a very much key to success as a specialist because the world is ever changing, so you're always constantly learning to stay afloat in these careers. My conclusion to this is um, I feel like the medical biller role emphasizes more a attention to detail, organizational like skill, while the regulatory specialist role requires more of a leadership and more knowledge to try to fit in that role. Um, I've learned that communication is a um, must needed ability in these HIM fields because you're in the hospital with so many different jobs, so many different roles, and then it's harder to like lose track of things in the communication between different fields. Uh, the research I had in these was able to increase my awareness in these employment fields and help me choose a career path that would align with my skills and interests. So I do have my references I got from all of these information I got. Most of it was from my interviews with these people, but I also did get some of my interviews from HIMA, Indeed, as well as other sites that are reliable. Well, thank you for listening to my presentation, and I hope you have a wonderful day.